Hakuna Matata, my friend. It has been a week since I updated my EOS R5 to the latest firmware 1.6.0. And during this time, I tested intensively to understand. First, is the overheating is gone? Can you record unlimitedly? Secondly, is it possible or is it okay for you to update to the latest firmware right now, or you have to wait a little bit longer to see if anything is wrong with the latest firmware 1.6.0? Because the firmware which is launched together with the EOS R5 with the EOS R3 has pulled back by Canon because there is some bug that is developed with the EOS R3 latest firmware. So let's get into this video and let's start by answering the question about the overheating and can you record unlimitedly. All right, guys, quickly, so let's just set up the EOS R5. First, I'm just going to show you what is the firmware. So here's the firmware, so 1.6.0. So let's get out of that. So let's go into the menu, and I want to go into shoot or recording, what do you call it? So into shoot. So in the shoot, so here is my movie recording quality. It's set to 8K. So it's the highest resolution possible that I'm going to be using just to figure out how the overheating work. And the next thing, setting, so let's go into the power time. So what is that? Okay, yeah, here auto power off time. That's the new addition to the Canon EOS R5 with the new firmware update that will allow us to overcome the overheating. So you have two settings that you can choose from: standard or high. So here we are standard or high. We're gonna choose the high. It's the high that gives you the ability to shoot longer without overheating. So recording time may be extended. Please be careful when touching the camera and the card as they may get hotter. All right, so okay, I set it that. Let's set to high, and now we can start recording. So we see how we're gonna be doing in terms of the overheating. So we're gonna be starting recording 8K. So one thing that let me make it clear for now, right? People saying that now you can record unlimited recording time, 8K or 4K that I've seen on YouTube is not accurate. We still have the recording time of 30 minutes. Canon has not removed that recording limit yet. So for this part, we're gonna record for half an hour, 8K, and we will see, is the overheating gonna kick in? Because in the past, with the previous firmware, you cannot record even 30 minutes before the overheating kick in and then the camera shut down. So we're gonna be recording and we see what's gonna happen. So we've been recording for 29 minutes and 35 seconds now. So far, we have not seen the overheating sign one. That is really, really good news that we can record 8K till 29 minutes without the overheating kicking in. Absolutely magnificent. So let's continue and see. So because we're reaching, oh yeah, here is the overheating sign coming up, and but we're gonna reach the recording limit and soon, right? So here is the recording limit. That is not overheating. That is the recording limit that is set by Canon so that you cannot record more than 30 minutes before the camera turn off, and then you have to press record again. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna press record so we can continue recording again. So we're gonna press recording. So now we're recording. That's the second 30 minutes of recording that we want to press for the Canon EOS R5 recording 8K. So it's been recording. So we're gonna carry on recording 8K, and then we see, because early on we have seen the sign overheating coming up before we reach the 30 minutes. But when we press now, and also I have not given a time space yet to recover, so I just press recording straight away. So now we've been recording for almost 3 minutes, and we're just gonna carry on recording. We see till if the overheating is gonna come out or is not gonna coming up. So we carry on recording. All right, so about 3 minutes and 29 seconds or 28 seconds, the overheating sign came up, but it is not the red flashing one. It's just solid white is there, probably telling us that the camera is hot, that it's going to be overheating very soon. and we're gonna see, is the overheating flashing that's gonna come up and then gonna take over, and then automatically the camera gonna shut itself up and down or not. So let's carry on recording. So we carry on record. Okay, then here, so about 7 minutes into our recording, the second recording time, the second 30 minutes roll time, the overheating sign starts. But this one is the red one. You can see it's flashing. So it means that the camera is overheated and it will shut down. And I don't know how long this gonna be flashing before the camera overheated and it will shut down. So we're gonna find out. Okay, right now, so it's shut down and the camera has shut down. So now again, we're gonna press recording again. So we're gonna carry on recording, yeah, and then we're gonna see. So I have not given it time. I'm just gonna start recording straight away, and then we're gonna see. Yeah. So we're gonna carry on recording. So again, it's really important. I did not allow the camera to cool down. It overheated, it shut down, and I press recording, and I carry on recording. And let's see how long it's gonna record before it overheat. So far, we're just recording for a minute and something like that. So yeah, about 1 minute and 20 seconds, the overheating sign come up, and let's see how long it will record before the red overheating sign will come up, and then the camera automatically shut down. So far we've been recording for 2 minutes, almost going to 3 minutes, and very soon we're gonna reach 3 minutes and still recording. So still the white solid overheat. Okay, about 3 minutes on, so then the red overheating sign come up, and that means that the camera is going to shut down very soon. So we're still recording 5 minutes on, and still the red overheating blinking, and okay, so about 5 minutes 40 seconds it overheated completely and the camera shut down. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to let it cool down for 10 minutes. Let it cool down for 10 minutes, and now we're going to start recording, right? So we start recording. So I want to see, given 10 minutes, how long you're going to record before you overheat it, yeah? So let's carry on recording. All right, we've been recording for almost 12 minutes, and that's when the sign of the overheating, the white one, come up. So I allow 10 minutes, and then we started recording for 12 minutes, and then the first sign of overheating came up, and let's continue recording. So we've been recording for 15 minutes, going to 16 minutes, and still the white overheating sign is there. All right, so okay, almost 16 minutes, almost like 15 minutes, 45 seconds, that's when the overheating sign come up, and it will shut down very soon, I guess. Or we still carry on recording for 90, so almost going to 20 minutes. Good. So we recorded for 20 minutes, right? When we give it 10 minutes and it shut down, it overheated and shut down. So here is my conclusion on the overheating. So I recorded 8K and also 4K HQ. So during all those periods, I have learned that 8K compared to the previous firmware, even the 1.5.2, you can record 8K longer with the Canon EOS R5 with this firmware 1.6.0 without the overheat and shut down. And if you manage it, you give it like space here and there, you can record for a very long time without the overheating sign coming up. But one thing that you need to understand is that you cannot record unlimited because the record limit is still there. So every half an hour, the record limit is kicking, and then you have to press record again and start again. But 8K, you have to understand the overheating is not completely gone. When you're recording 8K, the overheating is still there, but you record longer compared to the previous firmware. Excellent news. Now, let's look at the recording 4K HQ. So I recorded 4K HQ with the Canon EOS R5 with the latest firmware 1.6.0. And the great news is that compared to the 8K that I just explained to you, 4K, during that record limit of 30 minutes, I did not see overheating. I recorded 1 30 minute. I have not seen any overheating sign coming up. So straight away after the record limit kicked in and the camera stopped recording, I press record again, and then I record again for another half an hour without again seeing the overheating sign coming up. Even the white one, the white overheating sign did not come up. So then I hit the record limit again, half an hour, and then straight away I press record again. Again, I recorded for almost half an hour, for 29 minutes, 30 something. And then, the white sign of the overheating came on. And then after a few seconds, the camera record limit came in, and then it stopped recording. And then I stopped from there. So what I'm trying to say is that with that new firmware update, with the overheating, if you're recording 4K HQ, rest assured that now you can record for a very long time. You can record an hour and 30 minutes without any problem, without the camera will shut down on you because of overheating. The only time the camera will stop recording is when you hit the record limit. That is a massive, massive improvement with the Canon EOS R5 with the latest firmware 1.6.0. The overheating is one of the crippling hammer that really, 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 really destroy the capability of the Canon EOS R5, especially when you're recording video. And this new firmware update is completely change the perspective of the Canon EOS R5. I'm really reassuring you that. So now you can record longer with the Canon EOS R5. And also, if you know how to work it out, whether that you record in 8K, whether that you're recording 4K HQ, you can record longer. Mindful that you have the recording limit. You're not just going to be standing in front of it and thinking that you're just going to record for an hour. Absolutely not. After half an hour, it will stop recording. You have to press the recording again. And also then if you give it like a 5 minute in 4K HQ, then you can recover your half an hour again. So it's just going to go. It's going to go for longer. So in terms of the overheating, is a massive, massive improvement for the Canon EOS R5. So the overheating is not completely gone when you're recording 8K or you're recording 4K. But the reassurance is that now you can record for a very long time without the camera, without the overheating sign coming up, without the overheating taking over, and automatically the camera will shut down, and then you cannot record. You have to wait for some time before you can use the camera again when you're recording video. And that is a massive, massive improvement. So the next point is that, is it the firmware 1.6.0 is stable enough for you to update it to your Canon EOS R5? My answer is yes, because I've been using that for few weeks, for a week now. And so far, I have not seen any plague or any bug or any issue with the firmware. And I'm talking about using that for video. I have not tested intentionally for photo. It's just a video. And so far, I have not seen a problem with the autofocus. I have not seen a problem with anything that compromising recording video with the Canon EOS R5. The overheating is almost gone. What people are saying that the recording limit, that now you can record unlimited, is not absolutely right, because the record limit is still there. But the fact that you can record longer without overheating and the camera shut down is a massive, massive plus. And for that, I advise you, if you wanna update your firmware, go ahead. But what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be carry on using the Canon EOS R5 for the next few weeks, and then I'm gonna see if there is any issue with the firmware. And if there is, I'm gonna make another video update and share with you that. So if you are not subscribed to my channel, do subscribe now so that you don't miss those update video with the Canon EOS R5. So what I'm going to be looking in, I'm going to be really putting the autofocus on test. And also I'm going to be using the photo side of the camera as well to see if there's any problem is there. And then after that, I'm going to let you know if there is any issue or not. But I think, for now, you can update it. Yeah. Okay. So Hakuna Matata, my friend. So that's the video that I have for you about the Canon EOS R5, the new firmware update 1.6.0. Is the camera overheating resolved? It's absolutely improved massively to the point where the Canon EOS R5 is usual. You can use the Canon EOS R5 even for your paid project right now, shooting video. Absolutely, I'm confident on that because now you can record for very long time. 4K HQ, you can record for very, very, very long time. So that is a massive, massive bonus. So my friend, right, I'm going to see you in my next video. All right, stay safe, stay protected, and God bless you. Ciao, bye now.